Ugh. And lucky those of you who really wanted to see Rialto Bridge. Here it is, close to collapse before the tourists that all want to take this one shot. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Traveling the World using Google Maps Street View imagery. Welcome back also from the Map Runner headquarters. Now, in this very moment, drenched in moonshine, a nocturnal atmosphere, very cozy, very nice. Why so nice and romantic, you ask? Well, because today I have nothing less, but also nothing more, than the Grand Canal in Venice for you. Yes, that's right. We'll be traveling through and around and towards the and away from the Grand Canal. There's not much for me to say right now. I want to keep it simple, good old fashioned kind of episode. And I want to start right away. And I see that I almost made it under 1 minute of introduction. So I'm getting there. We are, of course, very fortunate that we can do this by boat. I'm not gonna walk through all of these people, since this friendly man here, with the hairs towards the back, has filmed for us with his friendly partner. Here we are outside of the Grand Canal. We are where all the big ferries, I wanted to say, all the big cruise ships come. Bigger than all of the houses, with more people on than there are people registered as inhabitants in Venice, which is almost true, but it's actually not true. Yeah, and I would say without further ado, let's get going. I'll be trying this without looking at my little map here, pretending to be an expert in these canals where I myself have gotten lost so many times in my life as a poor traveler. Back in the days when you didn't have to pay to enter Venice, or maybe that's still not the case, I'm not sure. But yeah, if you ask me, they should really give people money to come, but unfortunately, so many people come for free, being attracted by the Biennale and all these other offerings. But this blabbering aside, one thing I found interesting in my initial scouting of the map is this bridge, which I think is new, which looks like a bone from a dinosaur, and which has a sort of like, what was it? A sort of like tram. Well, it's gone now. Sort of like tram or something going over it. Oh, hello there. So that looked very nice. And yeah, I mean, I think apart from that, we'll be expecting to see tourists, some gondolieri. Yeah, there will be a lot of water, rat-infested waters, as you would expect. And yeah, everything else would be an extra. I mean, if you ask me personally, which maybe you do since you watch these videos, I I have completely forgotten what I wanted to say. So screw that, and let's get right into it. One other thing that I hope I can achieve is to not leave my boat. I don't want to be falling in the water, and when it's getting really busy at this like famous bridge, famous and famous bridge, I hope I'm not gonna be clicking in a way that I would be thrown onto another Google Street View route. Because on this water, I feel kind of safe and sound. Other than that, here's a police station. With boats, of course. Quite fast boats. Boat police for boats. Here are some tourists. Hello. Hello, buongiorno, buongiorno. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Right. So the Grand Canal has officially started by underpassing this bridge, I think. So here we are, probably in the last quiet moment that we can have. I wonder what kind of whale tail this is here. But anyway, yeah, so as usual, I'll be looking out for some peculiarities, some specialties, something worth noting. But let's see, this is another bridge here, a glass bridge that is certainly familiar to many of the Venice travelers because it connects the central train station, which is probably here. Let me look at my small map. Yeah, which is kind of here, so you can take the train out this direction and you go into Venice here. And yeah, then you can get lost. Now here I'm already confused because, well, we have to stay here. Obviously, we have to stay here. Why would we go down this little back canal? I mean, it's very beautiful. I mean, okay, it's nice. Get it. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's also not so nice. I mean, come on, look at it. It's not much, eh? I'm kind of thinking that if this is also possible to do in Amsterdam or any other waterway city, I mean, this is the train station, I think. Because water passages through houses are to be found in many areas of the world. In fact, when we did our Manaus video, which wasn't really a journey because there was nothing really to get into Google Street View wise, but this would have also been something like this. Maybe it'll have looked a bit different. But yeah. What I'm also realizing now is my own stupidity that the boat actually filmed this the other way, so that for the next 20, 30 minutes we'll be just looking at this guy in every in every click because yeah, we'll be going the wrong way, but hey, what's the matter with that? Yeah, two lovely wooden boats which I think you can take as a tourist or as whomever to get to maybe even to the airport or to your hotel or to the a shortcut to the Grand Palazzo Grande, which is somewhat somewhere else. Yeah, okay, it's very beautiful, very rich merchant houses. I think what I find interesting, probably like many Venice tourists, I mean, what can you see here that no one has seen before, is to find a sort of like cute little side waterway, perhaps a cozy staircase, yeah, like this one. I mean, you can somehow go in here. Apparently we did also, but it's really for non-motorized boats, I would assume. But the guy really went everywhere. And also our boat has turned, so that's quite pleasant. What else? What else? What else? I think it will get increasingly busier. I mean, steering through here is already sort of difficult if you just bought a boat and like, this looks mad, doesn't it? You would think like, why is there no walkway? Well, you land with a boat at your house. You have to constantly renew your stilts, chase the rats out, prevent drunk British tourists from swimming to your house entrance, and so on and so forth. Some people taking shade. It's probably very hot. I remember that last time I was there, well, anyway, I was there only 2 times. I don't know what I was on about earlier. But when I was there, it wasn't so hot temperature-wise. It was like 25 degrees. But the stones and the grounds, and there was hardly any trees. It just made it so hot. I don't know. It just couldn't really bear it on my skin. Guess the closer you are to the equator or to some water, it just gets so reflected and so intense somehow. I don't remember there being particularly a lot of wind. At least not in the side streets, maybe later when we go to the main square and to the bigger river sort of area. Here are some tourists of some classic gondolier that also sings for you if you pay him extra, if you tip him extra. Here it looks nice. They put their feet in the water. I don't know if you should be doing that, but I guess it's also a little bit, nothing really matters anymore. The city is so like eaten by tourists. You can just do whatever you want. No one claims any ownership of it. Fondazione Prada has their own boat. This is some Fondazione, some foundation in Milan. And here we get already to the Rialto Bridge is the name, to the main part of the Grand Canal, to the one of the most unique views with all these places to put the boats, all these tiny little windows with all their tiny little balconies. These are, I guess, stops. Have we not seen? Yeah, like this. These are like stops for boats, which I, by the way, never knew. I thought they're just kind of stopping wherever they want, but they're like boat stops, which is pretty cool, I guess. So we have found something that we didn't know before. Very, very nice place. This is, by the way, footage from August 2013. That's 10.5 years ago. Well, 10.25 years ago that this was taken. Isn't that crazy? It looks quite sharp. Wow, look at this. I don't know what the sign is about. Don't. Oh, it's crazy. Like, with a small gondola, you would be hitting from wall to wall even. Like, how do you get there? See, these things I never knew existed. Like, that houses are really just apart as well. I mean, there are some tiny boats. But that's crazy, isn't it? Next boat stop. Did we pass the Rialto Bridge already? We did. Oh my god, I'm the worst tour guide imaginable. Ah, there it is in the back, guys. I'm not going back there. I think you all know how it looks. And probably you have spotted it, whilst I have missed it. This is ridiculous. But it's also, I think, part of the problem is that everything just kind of looks so nice, so there's not one thing that looks nicer than another. Like, these houses are all just equally nice. It's just one blob of niceness, where we can't really distinguish one thing from another. Okay, pay attention. We have to go here. This is crazy. Our boat driver, or is it a different boat? Am I stupid? No, our boat driver went here. It's the same boat, red wood. But when we want to go here, he also went here. Although maybe his outfits have changed a little bit. Well, he was really determined, this guy, but thanks to him, we can now see everything. Although I do wonder how many of these little side roads he has traveled. Yes, he did it. Oh my god. Well, but anyway, I think to go down all of these little nooks and crannies be just too much. It'll be just too much. But maybe later we can sort of like hop into one of these just to get a little bit to a more close-up view. This looks very nice. I mean, okay, it is nice. You know, I'm usually hating on these, but hating is a strong word. I'm usually expressing my dislike about many of these sort of like over touristed areas where everything is very expensive and you pay for a glass of water and you pay for the toilet and you pay for the entrance and you pay for not having your blood taken away from you. But yeah. Alright, this concludes the episode. No, okay. I guess we could go a little bit further. On the left we have Piazza San Marco with Tower Piazza San Marco. We have the usual glitch here. Maybe it happens when too many lines intersect. We have massive amount of tourists, or does it just look so much? No, there are very many. I remember here, a bit further up the road, I stepped on some sunglass on the floor that some guy was selling there, and I was like, sorry mate, didn't see your sunglasses on the floor. I think it was fine. I think nothing broke. I mean, anyway, they cost €1. The gondolieri are really like a mafia here, controlling everything, every canal. I mean, this looks very, very nice. The water is somehow turquoise, but somehow muddy. But I bet it's warm, but I bet it's very dirty. Too dirty to swim there, I suppose. Yeah. We are moving now, at least this was my idea, solely out of my memory. We're moving now to the Biennale area, Art Biennale, Architecture Biennale, which I guess is kind of where these boats are here that are blocking the way. These gigantic boats. If there are some boat experts among you, maybe you can tell me from which VIP these are. This one is called something like Berkeley or something, and this one is called no. I mean, this boat that's on this boat here is a very nice boat, I would say. Why do you need this big boat? And why do you have to put it here? But anyway, I think the Biennale is probably these red signs there, here indicate somewhat here. These are the giardini, the little gardens. I remember that behind here there were some like, I mean, it's very, very sort of out of my memory and very abstract if you don't actually see it, but there were some nice residential parts that seemed very quiet. I guess here we could go. Oh, look how nice this looks here. I mean, I guess by my own rules, it's not forbidden to go down here. We have traveled Canale Grande already. I think we should rather spend some time doing something more interesting, like being here. Yeah, maybe like this kind of areas, it's more residential, I guess. It's much calmer. If you ask me, equally as nice. Or even nicer just because it's calmer. Yeah, imagine here, little balcony. This tower looks a bit... No, maybe it's straight, I don't know. Doesn't look so straight. Here are some giant walls. Well, we could also go through here. I have to look at this map. Okay, let's do like this. We go around here, and I will set myself the task of getting back to Canale Grande through some smaller canal somewhere on the side. Building Giardini. Very beautiful. No, I can really not look around so much. I get lost. Just everything looks too similar. There's just too many ways to go. I think this is part of the problem. So now I'm going around here. But don't worry, I'll be cutting right back in. Namely now. Oh, this guy had a hell of a time in August 2013. I mean, if you have a boat here to begin with, and a boat like this, it's an absolute playground to travel around here. It's just probably so much fun. You can just, you know, go to some more remote part. You could go to different islands. You could go to this quarantine island where the word, well, I don't know how it was called. I don't know how it was called, but where people had to go 40 days, 40, 40, I don't know, 40 journey, and this kind of where the word quarantine comes from. Back then when La Peste was still a thing. Anyhow, I'm looking for an entrance. Oh yeah, also these things. I've forgotten what they are, but some kind of bio thing, as if like plants should grow up there or something. I don't really know. This is really the episode where I don't really know, which I guess is fine. So, if we cut in here, and now here we are at a very unique place. We are at an intersection that is very free of any tourists, very calm, very shadowy. I bet this must be nice, don't you think, to be here? I can really feel how it's not so hot here. It's much calmer. Oh, look at this. As tourists, you can be here. Very nice. Nice old flag. Oh, I can even go in here. That's crazy. Okay, there's some kind of gate, and then there's a house entrance. Oh, yeah. Wow. Yeah, I think I was wrong about everything I said in the beginning. There is loads to discover, but I think if you are just a tourist that has a day in Venice, or I mean, maybe you're gonna stay in a hotel, but it's rather a day trip from, I don't know, where you're staying. Maybe you're staying in the main sort of city of Venice that is not this part of Venice, but on the mainland. Then you're probably not gonna see all these corners, except you have a friend that has a boat and takes you to all of them. Oop. Oh, look at this! Look at this! It's also a nice boat, nice, simple. Absolutely crazy place. No. Oh, okay. I thought I would be on land here. I wasn't. Here it takes some expert already to maneuver through this. Oh, look at this. Hello there. Just boating around here. And welcome back. Ah. And lucky those of you who really wanted to see Rialto Bridge. Here it is. Close to collapse before the tourists that all want to take this one shot. Research question: how many times is this particular shot from the Rialto Bridge onto the Grand Canal here, this shot of Venice, to be found on Wikimedia Commons? Let me know in the comments. What I'm very pleased with is the way how our journey has turned out so far. Through my initial complaints, I finally found some sort of peace by going down the side streets. Oh, look at this restaurant here. Oi, 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 oi. Under this old crumbly building. Some tourists just looking at the shoes for some reason. Like what kind of shoes people wear? Like some kind of flip-flops, sneakers, kind of nondescript 50-year-old shoes. But yeah, I mean, somehow I was hoping that I would see some more. Look at this. Oh, ah. I was just saying, I was hoping that I would see some more shenanigans or weirdness on the side of the back canals, and there are just people without a neck standing here. Well, what more can you ask for as a lonely tourist in Venice? Why do I keep saying Venice? Well, I know why, because I've just been to Vienna, and my mouth is used to the vie, not so much to the ve. Yeah, I've just been to Vienna. But please don't ask me how it was. I will not tell you. Okay. And back out on the main. We are really cutting through the canals. How much time have I wasted already? Is there anywhere I would go? Yeah, I mean, I would like to get through all of them on the complete other side. That would be kind of nice. I just don't know what I have to do to get there. I guess go here. Sala proof. Sorry if I'm... Oh, Ukrainian colored boat. Does anyone know this ICUA flag Instagram account where people that engaged with Ukraine since Russia invaded it got so sensitized to the Ukrainian colors? I'm definitely one of them. So, this is Canale Grande for all I know. And the Rialto Bridge is around the corner here. We can't see it, fortunately. Now, how do we get through all of this? I have absolutely no idea, but didn't we see some waterways earlier? Like, could we go here? Am I on land? No, this was my first misclick. I'm sorry. Completely. No, the boat didn't go here. But maybe it went through here. No, it's too small, isn't it? Will there be anything? Aha! Here we went. You can really count on this driver that changes, that really changes shirts every 5 minutes. I guess it's just really too warm, isn't it? Well, there's nothing so constant as the change of the shirt of our boat driver here. And the kind of people that are on board. Google. Oh, he's someone from Google. Well, a nice cap. Oh my god, we are so low. Oh, look at how tight this is. How is it even? I mean, you must consider that you might bump. But if you bump into one of these gondolas, then... danger. Oh, it's so tight. But apparently it works. I mean, if you drive here every day... I mean, Italians anyway, you know, they drive like crazy. Oh, we're again here. Oh, then I must have gone the wrong way. Oh yeah, no wonder, because I'm always getting so irritated because we are driving backwards basically here. But of course not in reality. Oh, look how the calmness of the water. It's the kind of water where you would expect like a plaster or like a kind of a used condom to swim by, isn't it? It just looks like inside of a chemical plant somehow. Nevertheless, nice. This person has a very nice balcony there, I have to say. Very nice. Mm-hmm. We are definitely getting where I wanted to get. And we are definitely seeing things I wanted to see, which is just calm little side streets. I think this would be my hotel here, by the way. Just this building where it says hotel. Just nondescript blank hotel. How much is it a night? 150 euros. Yeah. Sounds great. We have 5 rooms, please. Ah, no, we went back to the... It was definitely my fault. I forgot to turn. Here. Well, maybe I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Well, no one has seen that. I think we should go here. Somehow stay on the water. Oh, so now I really brought misery upon myself. This is just so tight. I have no idea where I'm going. I'm constantly landing on the land, which I set out not to do. But we see, well, for the first time, we see the shorts of our man here. Very nice. Very nice. Alright, if we go down here... Ugh. It's definitely easier to go the long way around, I think. Here it looks nice. This wall, this green. Oh, it's probably the only corner where the sort of like air quality is sort of okay in summer. You know, when thousands of German, Danish, white, pale-skinned tourists come here, they'll be just burning like lobsters, getting into panic for not having enough sunscreen. Look at this. I mean, Adriatic Jet, this just looks like an absolute beast of a boat. Oi, 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 oi. Oh, it looks so evil. I mean, it's made to look evil with these eyes. Crazy. Corfu, Greece. Pola. HR, Hungary. Rabat, Hungary. Pola, Hungary. Corfu, Greece. Is it these boats? No, these boats go there, I suppose. Not this one. Why would you go with this one? Adriatic Jet? Well, the Adriatic Jet might just throw you across the Adriatic Sea to Armenia, but with this boat, Venice, what did I say? Armenia? Albania, I mean. Venice, Albania? Didn't strike me as a... Oh, this guy is just absolutely crazy. He has ridden absolutely everywhere. This must have been a couple of days' journey. He must have gotten paid very well. I mean, for Google, it's just advertising everything I'm doing here. Advertising, and rightly so. I mean, I use Google Maps more than I use my bed. I absolutely love it. I think as a sort of marine biologist, we could say that these kind of white bubbles in the water are a sign of healthy water. Okay, we could go around this island. We could also go to Fushina, Moranzani. But I know what you want to say. Why would we want to do that? I have also no idea. Murano, Museo Vetro de Murano. This is just a never-ending sort of like space to travel with a boat. I really don't want to make this video too long. I will try to stay under 40 minutes. Because you see, I mean, we set out to travel the Grand Canal, and it has been kind of becoming the attempt of traveling all the canals. And now I'm thinking of to which island I'm going next. So probably I should also... I will do it like I did with some previous videos. I will pretend I have booked this boat and its lovely, well-clothed driver for the day. That now brings me to my imaginary hotel. So I will now try to find my imaginary hotel, or a building that looks like it could be such. Am I a person that could live in these newer buildings? I guess so. Maybe we find something that is not as run down as many of the old buildings, but not as new or... Well, this is too run. Not as new as many of the new buildings. Then I will call it my hotel. We will put the boat down. I don't think that's what you say. We would put the... Well, I always say put the man down when I'm going onto the map, but... Oh, hello. But why would I say we would put the boat down? This just doesn't make any sense. What about some house next to this cathedral there? What about something here? But where's our boat then? Can you imagine? Let's go back here. I mean, one thing is very certain as well. We'll always be hopping onto the same boat. This equinox is just... It is a very big... It is a very big cruise ship. They should really make sure to always let only 50 people at a time onto the island. I think I'm in the worst place to look for a hotel for me. Let's see how fast we can go. I like these little islands out there. There's some industrial power plant. This is something more industrial harbor. Everything in Venice just looks old, which I guess is the charm of it. But maybe here, let's say I am into this kind of tourism, maybe here in the more industrial harbor, I would have my hotel. Let's say it would be this one. You know, why not? Why not to have a sort of room kind of here in front, have these two windows, look out onto water with many different obstacle parkour objects in it, and you know, look at these nice old cranes, some nice old-fashioned boats, some very sort of interesting architecture in a way. A nice bridge that is not curved. That was a big point when I booked this hotel, to have a bridge nearby that is not curved, but just has an angle in it. So I think from me and the boat driver, this is it for today. I hope I made you gave you lots of motivation to travel Venice on the boat yourself. I myself will say, have a lovely day, have a lovely good night, have a lovely rest of your life. And I hope to see you next time. So take care and bye bye.